I was kindly gifted these Arteza paints and paper from Arteza itself, and I used them today for the very first time and was pretty happy with the turnout. The colors are vibrant and they have a really good color selection for a student level paint set. I think if you are a beginner, this would be perfect to experiment with, especially for the price. Arteza was also kind enough to provide 10% off for anyone who is interested. All the links to everything I will be using is listed in the description box below. I get a lot of questions as to what paper to use as well, and I have to say I was quite impressed with the watercolor pad I will be using for today's sketchbook practice. I will 100% make Arteza my go-to for sketchbook practice from now on. It is way thicker and also holds a lot more of the water, which is really important. First, I wanted to roughly swatch out these paints so I could test the vibrancy and transparency of it. As you can see, they are quite vibrant and they water down quite easily as well. So this half pan set that I'm using comes in 36 colors, and they are an amazing amount to start with, especially if you are a beginner. It also comes with a brush pen, but personally I have never liked using those, but if you are someone who likes to travel and paint on the go, they can come quite handy. So yeah, again, you will find all the links to these materials in the description box with your 10% off. Today's video is going to be very relaxed. I not only wanted to experiment with Arteza paints, but also wanted to just have a sketchbook practice session. Having a sketchbook is a great way to let loose and not confine yourself to perfection. It is a great medium to have to experiment with colors and designs and your style. It is proven to improve skills over time, and it is a must-have for any artist, beginner and beyond to keep. I am going to be painting 4 mini landscapes here today that are not planned at all. I will just be going with the flow and sort of letting the paints lead the way. So yeah, if you'd like to paint along with me, feel free to take out your sketchbooks and paints and have a go at them. Or you could just watch me paint if that is something that you enjoy too. If you would like to share these mini landscapes, feel free to join my private Facebook group. It is linked in the description. For this first mini landscape, I am working with it quite wet to see how the paints blend in with each other and also to get that misty distance look. I am keeping them very loose and quick. I am planning on doing a separate in-depth video on watercolor trees soon, so keep a lookout for that, and also let me know in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. What I liked about these paints also is that it would lift off the paint quite easily from my paper towel, which is great if you want to lighten a section here and there, or if you make a little mistake and you want to take some of that paint off. Keeping a sense of where you want your direction of light to hit is also a really good practice to keep. Even though this landscape has turned out misty and cloudy, I still kept the left side of my tree slightly darker than my right. Not sure if it picked up very well on camera, but you can still see it in person a lot more. Okay, moving on to my second landscape, I felt like I wanted some sort of pathway, so that is what I went for. I would love to know in the comments how many of you keep sketchbooks and paint in them just for fun. Also, let me know if you find them hard to fill them up, or if you feel like you do not have many ideas when it comes to filling them up. I struggled with them initially because I felt like they had to look and be perfect, and honestly it just took the fun out of sketchbook practices. But over the years I've learned the art of painting loose, which now I find so much better and more interesting to look at. It just puts everything so much at ease and leaves room for the viewer to add in their own interpretation, and just makes for great conversation too, because everyone can view that piece slightly differently, which is, the best part. I am loving this green color, by the way. It's called Spring Green, and it is beautiful, perfect for landscapes. Sometimes when you paint loose, the tiniest details and marks make all the difference. So giving impressions of faraway trees, tiny rocks, or even like faraway animals can make all the difference in showing perspective and depth. It will really surprise you how little you need in order to make a statement to identify things. For the last mini landscape practice, I am going to paint a lake with some trees and some reflection. I also have yet to do an in-depth watercolor seascape, which I already have in my to-do list. So yeah, if that's something that interests you, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss that. Like always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you paint some quick landscape studies as well. If you would like to share them with me, the link to my private Facebook group is in the description, along with all these Arteza products with your 10% off as well. Until next time, bye guys.